Hey, what's up? This is Kyle Hembrees' first video log for Global Realities. Today I'll be talking about Chapter 9, 205 Easy Ways to Save the Planet. Um, some things that were interesting to me were titles of books and magazines that were talked about in the beginning of the chapter, like 20 Quick and Easy Ways to Save the Planet, 5 Ways to Save the Earth, the 10 easiest ways to green your home, 365 ways to save the earth, 100 ways you can heal the earth, 10 painless ways to save the planet, 21 ways to save the earth and make more money. I thought that was interesting because earlier in the year we talked about uh, how in order for people to save the earth we need economic stimulation. And let's see. It's really interesting because on page 205 in the book it says we're having actually more of a green party, which is interesting to me because a lot of things are we really are in a time of desperation, and in order to really do something about it, it can't be a green party. It has to be a little bit more serious, and we have to take a lot more action. Another thing is, like I said earlier, we're really doing nothing in a time of desperation, which coagulates with page 207. The author states that never has so little been asked of so many at such a critical moment. I thought that was interesting because, I mean, it's true. We are within a time zone of which the things that are happening to us now aren't going to go back to normal. They're going to be permanent changes. There's going to be a permanent heat rise or cooling, and there are many, many very small critical things that depend on what's going on in our atmosphere. And if the heat rises a little bit, certain things can change, and the food chains can be disrupted, which can cause a global anarchy in our societies, and our systems. So another thing I thought was interesting would be the list of things that we can do to help the planet. And as I was reading them, the thing that kept on reoccurring in my mind was these are not easy at all. And for example, increase wind power 80-fold to make hydrogen uh, for clean cars. Drive 2 billion cars on ethanol using 1/16 of the world's crop plane to grow the needed corn. Halt all cutting and burning forests. All of these things are something that we can do to help our planet immensely. And going back to the things on the first page, after reading those, it doesn't seem like, after reading the actual examples, it doesn't seem like those can help at all. To me, it kind of seems like that is like going to McDonald's, ordering a extra large Big Mac and a Diet Coke. It's redundant. It doesn't work. Um, Another thing is we have to realize that some things aren't going to be easy, and in order to do what we need to do, we're going to have to sacrifice a lot. Like, for example, in order to have our voices heard in the oil companies, we need to stop using oil, or we need to find a better power source, because the oil companies aren't listening because, like Emily said, they don't need us. They don't need us to cooperate. They just need us to buy their oil, and that's all we're doing. Our governments are buying their oil, and we're using them to fuel our Hummers. So, I mean, I really don't have much more to say. Uh, yeah, so this is Kyle Hembry. You know, talk to you guys later. All right. Oh, now. See ya.